Okay, today we are going to take a look at the crisscross ball, and I'm going to just show you an end result of what it kind of looks like. So we're going to get these patterns that end up looking like this. So it kind of is like the beach ball, where we're copying and rotating um, circles and intersecting them with a model face. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of the crisscross. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in on the instructions so that it makes it similar, and I'm going to review them with you. So it says to make a similar spear like we did before, and we're going to use the follow me tool to get that. Okay. So over here, after we get that, we're going to take, make sure the spear is group and make sure the other circle is also group. When you say make a group, when you right click on it, you may not see this, so you're going to have to click up on edit, and then you're going to have to come down and say where it says make a group. Okay. All right, and after we get this into a group, we're gonna basically copy the group, this circle, the flat circle. We're gonna copy and we're gonna rotate it. On this step right here, it tells you can do camera parallel projection. It'll be a lot easier to do it. It's up to you. If you're having a hard time doing it, you can switch it into parallel projection. You just click on camera and you do you click on the correct parallel projection. In order to change the views, you can press command 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll demonstrate that. Going back to here, we're going to take that group, we're going to rotate it around, we're going to do it 6 times. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we are going to rotate the model to the right view, and we're going to copy them. And we're going to make a copy. I'm going to rotate these. So now I have the beach ball, and then I rotated them vertically. So then the vertical, I'm going to go back to the front view, and then we're going to rotate a copy again sideways, and then you'll kind of get a shape that kind of looks like this. Okay. Again, I'm going to demonstrate it. It'll hopefully be a little bit easier for you guys to understand that way. But the instructions are here for you to follow. When you get done and you get you're going to have all kinds of circles. You want to hide the rest of the models. When you open this, everything else disappears. Then you can say right-click and say intersect model with faces, and then you'll get something that looks kind of like this. From that point on, you can click and drag that away and delete the group, so you're just left with your model. Okay? And then you can color it, the sphere, however you want. Okay. All right, so here I go. Select the circle tool. I'm going to say, I don't know, 1.5 feet, or a foot and a half. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in. Now, I am going to rotate the object back to the front view. I'm going to press Command 1. This top view in the corner here to tell you what view you're in. So here's the front view. I'm just going to orbit up a little bit. If you have a problem with it going flat, if you hold the Shift key down, it'll say vertical. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to say 1 foot. And I think actually, when I first did this, I said 1.5 inches and 1 inch. So either which way, it's still okay. You can make yours bigger or smaller. The size isn't as important as but the design is. I want this to go around, so I click on the outside circle, choose to follow me, and I click on it. Remember, this is the large tool set. You can get that underneath tool palettes, large tool set. If there's a checkbox there, it should be on your screen. Okay. All right. So now what I want you to do is group this. So click on it, edit, make a group. Same thing with this. Edit, make it a group. Okay. And I'm just going to recenter it. And now is where we need to go to View, Face Style, X-Ray. Oh, not X-Ray, sorry. Turn that back off. we need to go to wireframe. That way we can see into the middle. Okay, I want to make sure this is the only group that I have selected because this is what I need to copy. I'm going to use the rotate button. And it's going flat, so I need to orbit this so I can see the sky. It does need to remain vertical, so if it's going down, I can hold the shift key. Make sure you click on the origin. Clicking out, I press the option key. You see that plus button. I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees and then do 6 divide by, just like the beach ball that we did before. Okay. I'm going to delete that one because there's actually 2 there. And now I'm going to come to the side view. Okay. I'm going to select these and I'm going to click and drag diagonally to from the right to the left. You see that dotted line. Anything that touches that dotted line will be selected. So now I'm going to rotate again. I'm looking for that origin. I'm going to make the copy. Click here, click there. I'm rotating the copy of these 90 degrees, and you can type 90 or you can just rotate it 90. Okay. Okay, now it says in the instructions, it says come back to the front. And you want to take these and rotate these again 90 degrees. So I click, I place, I make sure to press the copy button, the option key. It might be the control key on your Chromebook, and place it. Just so I can see what these look like, I'm going to turn off the wireframe and go back to shade with textures. Okay, so that's exactly what I need. From here, I need to hide the lines on the outside. I just want to see the ball. So if I double click on it, you can see that right now it kind of grays it out, but I need the rest of that to kind of disappear so I can make sure the actions are correct. So I'm going to go Window, Model Info, and if you're on the Chromebook, if you're on this version, this menu is there, it's just hidden a little bit. So what I want it to do is I want to fade the rest of the model. So when I double click on it, everything else goes away. So on this one, if you click here, this button, and then you can say fade, hide rest of model, and you can turn this on or off. There's a little slider toggle thing. It'll get you to the same point. Okay. So I open the model, just the sphere. I make sure I have the entire sphere selected. I right click, intersect faces with model, and it should transfer it. And I can click off. And now what I can do, there's 2 ways to do it, I guess. This way is actually easier. If I move this model out, then all of this can just go away. And then if I click on this, I'm gonna move it back. All right. So I am gonna point this out, and I don't know why this is happening, but now sometimes you might see these little gaps. And when you go to paint your object, I'm gonna make sure this is open. You see that corner doesn't go. Sometimes if you're really concerned about it, you can. There's probably a tiny gap, and you can just simply just redraw around it and then color it in. If you don't want to, it's okay. You can leave them blank. Okay. All right. So this is the crisscross spheres.